Here we will discuss another way of determining glass transition temperature, which is known as dynamic mechanical behavior or dynamic mechanical analysis. In short, this is also known as DMA. Dynamic mechanical, A stands for analyzer. Okay, so this is similar to what I have discussed in this particular slide here. So when you have for example, you have a viscoelastic material and then you strike to a elastic surface, a perfectly elastic surface. So this is the storage modulus, and then it comes back to a certain height. As the difference between the initial and the final, we call it loss modulus, and the ratio between E double prime to E prime is known as loss tangent. Okay, so the same principle is utilized in this particular dynamic mechanical analysis, and let us try to just understand it, how it is different from the quasi-static tensile testing. In a tensile testing, we simply pull a material and then find the elastic modulus by its resistance to elastic deformation. So we find Young's modulus by taking the slope between the stress versus strain, sigma upon epsilon. Okay. So here what is done, for example, it's a dynamic, so the load is applied cyclically. It could be any kind of load. It could be bending load, tensile, torsion, or any sorts of load which is applied cyclically, as you can see here. So it could be either stress or strain, and then now this is the applied stress in this particular case. So it goes some sort of like sinusoidal, as you can see here, but the material response will be like this. Why this happens? Mainly because of viscoelastic. We are coming to the viscoelastic in short. So you will see there is a phase shift. There is a phase shift. Between these two curves, and then which is represented by the sigma. And this is the material response, is mainly because of viscoelastic. We'll come to that. For example, if you take elastic material which shows Hookean behavior, so-called elastic material, so as the stress is applied, this is the applied stress, the material response will be almost instantaneous. The material response will be instantaneous. This is applied stress, this is material's response. So there is no phase shift, and ideally there is no phase shift. So the sigma will be equal to 0 degree here. In a similar manner, if you take a viscose material, a purely viscose, a Newtonian fluid, for example. So in this case, this is the applied stress, the top curve, the sinusoidal, and this is the material's response. Here, the phase shift or phase angle will be 90 degree. The phase angle will be exactly 90 degree here. Okay. So if you take viscoelastic material, as most of the polymers are viscoelastic in nature, they are both viscose and elastic. So you will find this phase angle between 0 and 90 degree. 0 and 90 degree. Okay, so that's exactly what we find in dynamic mechanical behavior. Dynamic mechanical behavior. Okay, so you have both viscous and elastic. So viscous material which follow the Newtonian's rule of viscosity, that is stress is directly proportional to the strain rate, okay, which is given by sigma equal to eta dE upon dt, whereas elastic, this is represented by simply E, capital E and small e. Generally this we call it, take strain here, and this one is strain rate, or this is also known as shear rate more precisely, because it's a viscous material. And then this is of course the viscosity of the material. Okay, so we'll discuss this viscoelastic little more in detail. This is of course Young's modulus. Little more detail in my next